They're not the cutest thing to wear, and that is okay, but they get the job done. What is up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine Désiree. For those of you who are new here, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you are feeling the vibes, okay? So today we're going to be talking about 5 period hacks that you wish you knew sooner, that I wish I knew sooner, okay? This video is for my girlies out there who can use a few extra tips if they're struggling with cramps and just that time of the month. You know, these are just some tips that really just helps and has helped me make my experience with my menstrual cycle a little bit better. I do want to say a disclaimer. This is what has worked for me, and I'm sharing these tips for you. I am not a professional. I am not a doctor. Just do what works for you. Hack number 1. This is what I figured out after years of having my cycle, but using organic, non-toxic feminine products or feminine products that are less toxic can help you not cramp as bad. I kid you not. Like, I learned this the hard way. Years of using toxic feminine products, and then I started using things that were labeled like organic and non-toxic and, you know, free of certain chemicals and all of that. I noticed my cramps started to ease up. Noticed that using less toxic products, whether it's tampons, pads, it really does help my cramps not be as bad. Tip number 2, y'all, raspberry leaf tea. Where have I been? Where was I at? Like, why didn't I know about raspberry leaf tea sooner? I am a tea drinker. I love tea. I discovered the raspberry leaf tea. So I'm a mom. I have a 3-year-old son, and I think I was trying to like naturally induce myself with raspberry. They say raspberry helps to induce. So that's around the time that I figured out about the raspberry leaf tea. But if you know that your period is about to come in a few days or even a week before, start drinking this tea every day, at least once a day. And then when you're on your cycle, if you're someone that cramps bad, drink it 2 to 3 times a day. Give it a second after you drink it. It takes a little bit before it kicks in, but I have went a whole month. Like, I went through one of my cycles before without having taken any pain medicine, and I was only drinking the raspberry leaf tea to help with my cramps. So this is the brand that I like, Traditional Medicinals. Just give it a try. Let me know what you think, but raspberry leaf tea is that girl, okay? Tip number 3. If you're somebody that deals with hormonal breakouts around that time of the month and you get, you know, like a period pimple or what have you, a good way to help with your breakouts or the pimples is to take Aztec clay and mix it with apple cider vinegar. So just 50-50, a little dab, place it on your pimple, like before you get in the shower. Let it just sit there while you're showering, let it dry, rinse it off. That really does help to dry that pimple out, and it helps with acne prone skin, hormonal breakouts, all of that. It's a really good spot treatment. Okay, tip number 4, the Flow Period app. I have been using this app for years, but it really does help if you want to track your cycle. If you want to know when it's coming, if you want to know when you're ovulating, if you're trying to avoid getting pregnant, or if you're trying to get pregnant, this app tells you when you're ovulating, when you're fertile, when you're not as fertile, and when your period will come. The best thing to do if you're first starting out is to just be consistent for like 3 or 4 months. It's not going to have it down to a T until it learns your patterns and it sees, okay, you've logged that this is the start day, and this is the end day, your period usually lasts for about 4 days. So around like month 3 or 4 is going to keep being more and more accurate. You just have to be consistent with it. And you can log your symptoms. So you can log your cramps, you can log if you're feeling fatigue, you can log how heavy your flow is, all of that type of stuff, you know, is in this app. And it has been really helpful for me because I need to know, when do I need to re-up on my products? When do I need to get more tea? Or if you're traveling, you can see, okay, well, your period may come on your trip, so you need to pack your feminine products and your tampons and your pads and stuff like that. So this app is just so amazing for that. Definitely download it and give that a try if you just want to keep track and keep up with, you know, your time of the month. Lastly, this will be the last hack I give you all for now. This is something I just discovered this year. So to be transparent, back in February, I had a really bad UTI. I've never had a UTI before. I didn't even know it was a UTI. It felt like I had the flu. Like I was vomiting and I just did not feel good. I was lightheaded. I had the chills, the body aches. Turns out it was a UTI. From there, I kind of just got a little bit nervous to use tampons, you know, because they say with urinary tract infections, sometimes that happens when you don't pee when you need to pee, if you're holding your bladder or whatever. And I know sometimes with tampons, we keep those in all night. Sometimes you get up in the middle of the night to change them and all of that, but I just didn't want to deal with that for a while. So I started to look into period panties. So I still haven't found a cloth one that's washable that fits me yet, because I am a little hippie. So I haven't found that, but I found some really good disposable ones and I'll put them here. Y'all, these period panties are a game changer. Whether you work from home, whether you don't work from home, if you're on a plane, it just feels like it's very freeing to just let your period flow. I'm not trying to sound gross or anything like that, but this also helped my cramps too, because sometimes when you're using tampons, that's making your muscles contract and is making you cramp more. But the period panties, y'all, these disposable period panties, game changer. So these, you just, it gives you the instructions on there, but these are organic, non-toxic. And then you put these on and you can leave them on for up to 12 hours. It feels like you just have on underwear, super secure. Your flow is just flowing and you have on the underwear. And then when you're ready to change it to another pair, you just tear the sides on both sides, wrap it real good, throw it away. Do not flush it. Don't try to flush it. It's too big for that. Put it into the trash and put on a new pair. So this is really good for days where your flow is super heavy, and it's really good for overnight too, where you don't want to take a risk of having any accidents in your bed, in your mattress. And I would definitely recommend these period panties for anybody who is just starting their period. So, you know, the young teenagers who are just hitting puberty and may not be experienced with tampons yet, or maybe a little bit scared or intimidated to try to use a tampon, or don't want to have any accidents in school with the pad and having to change it and all that type of stuff. So period panties, period panties, period panties. I am an advocate. They're not the cutest thing to wear, and that is okay, but they get the job done. And typically for me, unpack will last for my cycle for the month, for that particular month. So I have to get a new pack each month, and I wear them on really heavy days. So the first 2.5, 3 days of my cycle, and then I will wear them overnight. So once my flow slows up and I'm able to just wear a pad and I feel like I'm not going to have any accidents, then I'll stop wearing them. But these are amazing. So yeah, y'all, those are all of the period hacks that I have for you that you probably wish you knew sooner. If you already knew about some of these, Let me know in the comments. Let's get a discussion going. You know, this is a community here. Also, if you have any other tips or hacks, please comment those below because that could really help somebody. I hope that this helped. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this. Again, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you are feeling the vibes. And I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace.